falsely accusing an African-American man of threatening her in Central Park. Prosecutors today revealed that Amy Cooper made a second call that day in May, claiming the man also tried to assault her. Cooper was arraigned today on charges of reporting a false incident. Christian Cooper, a bird watcher not related to her, said he asked her to follow leash laws for her dog. Amy Cooper is negotiating a plea deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Cooper made her arraignment today in court. So it was revealed by the prosecutors she didn't make just one fraudulent phone call, she made two. Now, we heard what she said on video, that she was going to say an African American was attacking her and her dog in the park. Well, she made a second phone call and accused him of attempting to assault her. So that was revealed in court. So this is CBS 2 out of New York. Amy Cooper, the white woman, charged with filing a false police report for calling 911 during a videotape run-in with a black bird watcher in New York Central Park, made two calls, not just one, to emergency services, claiming the man was threatening or assaulting her, prosecutors said Wednesday. Disclosure of the previous unreported second 911 call came at Cooper's arraignment. Cooper appeared by video, but did not enter a plea to the misdemeanor charge against her. The case, which garnered worldwide attention but had been on hold because of the COVID-19 pandemic, was adjourned on November 17th. So it was they had adjourned it until then, but they did allow the prosecutors and her lawyer to work on a possible resolution. So she made her appearance today. Prosecutors said the case could be resolved by Cooper participating in a program to educate her and the community on the harm caused by her actions. Whatever. Cooper made two 911 calls about her encounter in May with Christian Cooper, no relation, who was in the park bird watching, prosecutors said. In one of the calls, in which was captured on a widely seen video, and their exchange, she claimed that Cooper was threatening her, identify him specifically as an African American man. Yeah, we heard that on that video. In the second, previously unreported call, prosecutors said Amy falsely alleged that the man tried to assault her. Oh, so she lied in two phone calls. What's new? Using the police in a way that is both racially offensive and designed to intimidate is something that can't be ignored. Therefore, we charged her, said Assistant District Attorney Joan Azuzi Orban, whose name high-profile prosecution sent disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein to prison in March for rape. Okay, Azuzi Orban did not go into detail on what actions Cooper might be required to take, but said the 40-year-old former investment portfolio manager would have to take responsibilities for her actions. The range of options would include some type of racial sensitivity training. Look, you cannot desensitize racism out of a person. What a waste. Or a public awareness campaign. The criminal process can be an opportunity for introspection and education. In the statement, Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr. said his office will pursue a resolution of this case, which holds Ms. Cooper accountable while healing our community, restoring justice, and deterring others from perpetuating this racist practice. Well, this racist practice has been going on for 5 centuries. Okay, woo, you should have done this a long time ago. But this racial sensitivity, please, it's a bunch of nonsense. Racial sensitivity classes, man, y'all need to save your taxpayer money for real. If Amy Cooper walk in that class a racist, I promise you she's going to walk out of that class as a racist. Cooper drew widespread condemnation and was fired from her job as an investment firm, Franklin Templeton, after her encounter with Christian Cooper, who had confronted her for walking her dog without a leash. On the video he recorded of their exchange, he sounded calm and appeared to keep a safe distance from her. In the video posted on social media, he said her Cocker Spaniel was tearing through the plantings and a ramble in a secluded section of Central Park popular with bird watchers, and told her she should go to another part of the park. When she refused, she pulled her dog out treats, causing her to scream at him and not to come near her dog. Amy Cooper also wanted him she would summons she also warned him she would summons the police unless he stopped recording. I'm going to tell them there's an African American man threatening my life, Amy Cooper is heard saying on the video as she pulls down her face mask and struggle to control her dog. Please call the cops, said Christian Cooper. There's an African American man. I'm in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. Please send cops immediately, she said during the 911 call before the recording stopped. A 911 dispatcher provided prosecutors with a sworn affidavit regarding the calls. Police said that by the time the officers responded, both Amy Cooper and Christian Cooper were gone. After the backlash, Amy Cooper released an apology through a public relations service, saying she reacted emotionally and made false assumptions about his intentions. No, you just straight up lied. Okay, you straight up lied. He had every right to request that I leash my dog in an area where it was required, she said in a written statement. I am well aware of the pain and the misassumptions and insensitive statements about race cause, and would never have imagined that I would be involved in this type of incident that occurred with Chris. No, you just got caught, honey. That's really what it's all about. And I wouldn't doubt that you've done similar things to Black people before. I bet you she have. All right. So Amy Cooper 911 call, which happened the same day that George Floyd died in Minneapolis. Police custody was seen by many as a stark example of everyday racism and fueled outrage in a period that led up to the street protests sparked by Floyd's death. Also inspired New York lawmakers in June to pass a law that make it easier under the civil rights law to sue individuals who call the police on someone without reason because of their background, including race and national origin. Well, that should be law of the land, not just state by state. Cooper was charged under the existing false report law that has long been on the books and doesn't reference race. Fortunately, no one was injured or killed in the response to Miss Cooper's hoax, said Vance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Amy Cooper is getting what she deserves, but we know as I'm speaking, there's someone in this country doing this very thing right now, making a fake phone call on a Black person. That is very commonplace in America. And this goes on because they haven't done anything about this. You can still go be in certain states that don't have these laws in place and do this all you want, all day and all night. And the punishment is really little to non existent when they do these sort of things. At the end of the day, all this court proceedings and stuff, Amy Cooper is going to get off easy. Trust me on this one. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.